What's up, everybody? I'm Frankie Biggz. Thank you for stopping by to my channel. Today, we are getting into another BTS reaction. Now, this is a cover called Rainism, and it was the last cover you did, they told. Oh, yeah. So the last cover that we looked over, right, that we did last week, I made a mention that it was kind of rare to see BTS doing covers. I don't know if that's true or not. For me, it's kind of rare to see them to do it. But then some people jumped in the messages and were like, hey, why don't you look at this one then? Because yes, they do covers. Here are some examples. This Rainism being one of them. So we are going to get into it. Here we go. I'm not too sure where this is at, but I do know this was in 2016. Rainism, BTS, guys, here we go. Let's count it down. 1, 2, 3. I already like that. Got a little Matrix theme going on there.
I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy. 날 보는 시선들을 느껴. How do you feel? Make some noise. Make some noise. 그러고 애를 써도 느껴지는 나의 Rainism. I'm making Rainism, the Rainism. 넌 이제 빠져버렸어. I'm gonna be crazy now, just crazy now. 넌 이제 벗어날 수 없어. I'm gonna be a bad.
Okay. First off, I really dig the whole Matrix vibe. All right. So 2016, when was the last Matrix that came out? I think it was 2011, wasn't it? I don't know. There may have, no. There may have been. Anyways, I like the theme. I'm trying to relate why they would pick a Matrix theme. 2016, I'm not too sure if there had been one that was made with Neo finding out that it was just a dream or something. Anyways, I really love the techno board that comes in along with kind of the tech beat behind it. This is really cool. I dig it a lot. So far, it's just the three of these cats. And I got to give it up to JK singing because that they hit those, what do you call those?
Tension notes?
They're tensions. Are they tension? Not really. They're not a tension. It's chromatic, I think. Anyways, hitting that while actually really singing, not a very easy thing to do. You know what I mean? Singing in that tension style like that. Very impressive. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Bad boy, I gotta be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I gotta be a bad boy.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so there's a lot going on. Let me break this down to you. First off is, what I really dig is that in the very beginning of the composition, when it's just those three on stage, the snare is just one singular 808 snare, which is cool. And kind of is that consistent into the chorus. But then towards the end of the track, when all the members come in, I believe is the last chorus, all the members are on stage plus some dancers, I noticed that the snare changes. This time it's an 808 with more of a wooden type snare, right? I'm not going to say it was a dub snare because that'd be too heavy, but something, imagine a real kind of a dub snare. Now decrease that sound if you can. I don't know, decrease it, meaning running if we were going to run a low pass filter, we're going to decrease it by 12 to 25%. So it's not so robust. But in correlation with that 808 snare, it just makes the snare presence bigger, which is cool because that's when all the members come in. It's very technical. And then at the end, when it drops out, and I also noticed too that in the fourth bar of those two snares happening, in the fourth bar going into like a double chorus of that, there's yet another heavier clap that's happening. So a lot is happening. It's very busy with the snare programming. When it finally breaks, you hear it, everything go. This is very interesting because then it breaks down, and what you hear now is a snare, but that sound is an actual snare drum with these snares taking off. So if you guys know how a snare drum works, you have the top head and you have a bottom head. That's why a snare drum is so very narrow. And what's on the bottom head, even the head here is different. It's a lot thinner. And what's over that head is a bracket that holds coils. And that's what you get, you get that almost like natural distortion. That's what the sound of a snare makes. But on a snare drum, you have the option to take those snares off. They're being pressed up against the head. So when you hit it up here, it gives that snare sound, but you can take it off. Now, when you take it off, you're just hitting that head and you're hearing the rim of the entire drum. That's the sound that comes in at the end of that. It's very brilliant to do that. It's a brilliant move. And at the same time, there's accents of a heavier snare. And then I think this is so cool. The hi-hats are completely out, and probably about the end on the up of the second measure, you have one 808, and that's it. No, just one. So it's mute and it just hits one time on the up. Very brilliant. Whoever programmed this did it in a way where I think that most people, if you're not a musician, you probably wouldn't have caught any of those things. But musicians and tech guys like me, that's kind of he's speaking to me by going like that. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but listening to that, if you're a producer and a programmer like me, you listen to that's some ear candy for us. That was kind of his way of saying, what up? So it's kind of weird. I wish you guys could understand it, but whoever did that track, I see you. I feel you. What's going on, man? Anyways, that was a really, really cool thing. They're dancing, obviously great. The guys just look great. JK really did his thing. He held it together. There's no playback. I didn't hear any playback. If there was, there were doubles, not playback in the sense of assisting them in their leads. More of, there may have been some background playback, but I think I may have heard one. And only because when I was looking at the screen, I didn't see any of the guys singing that line. I may have missed it, but I don't think so. But that's forgivable because that's a production thing. That means that they were doubling something at that point to be inflectious, to put more emotion at that moment. Well, what can I say? It's BTS, man. To all of you who have stopped by, thank you. We are 2 years going on this channel and strong. I really want to thank you because without you guys, this couldn't have happened. And just the way that it happened, if you go look at my very, very first video to now, you actually see a very, very positive transformation of me personally. And I think the biggest part of my transformation was BTS discovering me. Since BTS finds you, you don't find them. So life has been amazing knowing BTS and learning their stuff and going to their concerts has really changed a lot of me. So yeah. What do you think, Miss Producer? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Keep swimming. You know what that means. We'll talk to you guys soon. And for those of you who haven't, please like, subscribe, and put that notification bell on so you know the next time we drop one of these videos. Love you, Army. Peace.